This officer just illegally arrested this man.
Why are you stopping?
Get out of the car now.
You got a reason?
Get out of the car.
Okay, you're gonna
face the car.
manhandle me?
But he would be forced to release him and lose his job.
But you did come up on me, hurt, and f you. I'm done.
And when this female officer is caught transporting drugs for criminals,
All right, so this is what I'm going to tell you. You're under arrest. You're also under arrest for drug trafficking.
her partners would arrest and publicly shame her for it.
I'm extremely appalled. I really am. Embarrassed us.
We'll start with the case where an officer pulls over a man for yelling a cuss word at him.
Hey, stick both your hands out the window. Grovemont. Both of them now.
You might see one in Oakland.
Step out of the car.
What are you stopping me for?
I'll tell you. Get out. Take your
You're gonna need
seatbelt
to
off.
tell me why you're stopping.
Get out of the car now.
You got a reason?
Get out of the car.
Okay, you're gonna
face the
manhandle
car.
me? Okay.
I'm detaining you for disorderly conduct.
Oh?
And then you also decided that you wanted to reach or hide something underneath the glove box or inside the...
I don't know what you're talking
all right.
about.
4 to 6. I just came from Bethany.
Officers need reasonable suspicion of a crime to pull someone over, and disorderly conduct is a crime. But simply yelling a curse word at an officer isn't enough to register as disorderly conduct. So, the officer doesn't have enough to pull this man over.
You go ahead and this is going to be a lawsuit,
That's
bud.
fine. You're being detained.
You have no reason to detain me.
I do.
You have stated
I do.
not a legal reason.
So the reason why I'm detaining you,
Is what?
3 reasons. One, I can smell the weed.
Weed?
Yeah, I can smell weed coming from you. Were you smoking weed? 'Cause when you
What?
passed me, I could smell it.
That's ridiculous.
Second thing is, you yelled out of the car, pig.
Yes.
You know that's disorderly conduct
No.
in the state of Ohio.
I don't know
cannot-
anything about that.
You can't yell obscenities towards someone. So you obstructed me from doing my job because I had to stop.
Give me a ticket.
Listen
Let's
to
do
me.
it. I'll
Listen
take
to
a
me.
ticket. I have nothing else to say.
I have one detained.
I'm silent from here on out. You can arrest
Okay.
me?
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, never did.
All right, spread your legs.
So the man just did something wise here. He's seen that the officer is determined to find anything to hold him on, so he's invoked his right to remain silent to avoid giving the officer any more information. That's how you conduct yourself in a situation like this.
I'm gonna have you take a seat in my car.
You're just taking it personally.
No, I'm not taking anything.
You definitely are.
Mm-mm.
You just came ripping up after me.
I know.
I
Hey,
got nothing illegal.
I'm not putting you up here. I'm putting you back here. Is there a reason why you didn't stop? Almost half mile down the road.
I didn't know you were coming after me. How would I know you're coming after me?
So
I was
there-
about to pull over and
So
let
there's
you
a-
pass me.
There's a police car, lights and siren behind you, and you just decided that you weren't gonna.
I was
pull
pulling
over?
or I was deciding to pull into this road.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to
Okay.
like
Go ahead and take
run.
a seat.
Go ahead.
So, whatever you put in the glove box, or underneath the passenger seat, underneath your seat, I'm gonna check.
Since the reason for the stop is highly questionable, the officer's actions now are also highly questionable. Detaining him, in my opinion, is certainly questionable, and searching the car without his consent, that's illegal, because the officer has no reasonable suspicion that there are illegal items in that car.
So, sir, I got a question for you. I'm gonna read your rights. You're not under arrest.
You haven't read my rights. You just said I'm being detained.
I know that. I'm reading your rights.
Oh, I thought you said
No,
I
no.
read
You have the right to
your
remain
rights.
silent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say can be used against you in court of law. You have the right to during present or questioning. Bound 401, one be appointed. Do you understand your rights?
I believe.
Okay. What do you not understand?
No, I believe I understand them. I'm not
I just need
confused.
a yes or no.
Yeah, I believe I understand.
Okay. I do have a question for you. Are you willing to answer my question?
I don't know. Ask away. I mean,
It's. Do you want an attorney present during questioning? It's kind of a yes or no.
what are we doing here? I'm not. I've committed no crime.
So.
I have dummies in
No.
my car and a vape.
Okay. Okay.
And then you said you smelled weed when I drove by, which is impossible.
Okay.
So
Well,
what are you cooking up?
so
The man should never have mentioned he had gummies and a vape in his car. It's not illegal to have those items in his car, but when you do have those items, it's likely that you might have other stimulating or intoxicating items as well. And to an officer, that likelihood is worth investigating.
Seriously.
That's the thing, is you do have a vape in your car.
Of course.
Okay. So the thing is, and you have gummies. You know the whole new law, right? You have to have it in the trunk if you're with it. If you have it with you now.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, they passed it on Friday.
Well, then that's brand new, and I'll take the hit.
Okay.
Lock me up, man.
in your gummies. Okay. And like you said, we'll figure out how it goes in court.
Am I still being detained? Or you just want to keep me cuffed?
No, you're under arrest now.
I'm under arrest.
This is exactly why it's a good idea to remain silent. Apparently, a new law has passed in that town where you can legally place gummies in your car. So, now that the officer knows there are gummies in his car, he'd want to ensure that it's in the lawful spot, thereby constituting a search. So, by talking, the man unintentionally gave the officers reason to search his car.
For what? For what?
I just said disorderly conduct.
Okay. Is that going to fly in court? Let him know before he makes a bad call. So, he's making a bad call right now.
Like I said, the initial reason for the traffic stop, it's questionable. So everything after that, including the search, is also questionable. And it looks like the officer's partner is thinking the same thing because he's remained very silent.
Any speed, any traffic, any...
I had him not yielding to me, but that's about it.
So, here's what I would do. Since that law just went into effect Friday,
Okay.
I would educate them. Say, hey, future reference, law changed Friday, today's Sunday.
Okay.
Just so you know, you can't transport this stuff like that. It needs to be in your trunk.
Okay.
The other thing, dude yelling you to the police.
Yes.
Freedom of speech.
That
I
is.
mean, he can tell us off all day.
But I was on a traffic stop with other people around me. It is actually disorderly conduct.
Not really.
But
I know where you're coming
if
from.
I were you,
Okay, here we
I
go.
would cut him loose.
Okay.
I would cut
You're
him loose.
OIC, so you're...
I would cut him loose.
Okay.
Say, here's the thing.
So the officer's partner just advised him to release the man with just a warning for the gummies because the reason for the stop is just not strong enough to do anything with. That's actually very good to see. Hopefully the officer takes the advice. Okay, so they released him already.
Alright, so listen. The whole stop, right? Disorderly conduct. So I'm going to explain this to you. Just let me explain it to you so you can understand it.
We're going through with it.
No, I'm
no,
not
no.
charging you.
No,
okay.
All I'm
You're gonna
doing
be
is
on your way.
educating.
He's just
Okay.
talking to you.
Making
So-
sure I was getting
So look,
ready to
I
let you
printed,
have it.
look how long it is. I printed off from the state website so you know I didn't alter it in any way. So disorderly conduct, right? Making unreasonable noise or offensively coarse utterance, gesture, or display communicating unwanted, grossly behavior to any person. So
Right, but this all has context, and the context right there is not applicable. So I don't need your education. I'll take this, and I'll be on my way.
So
We're
look-
done.
That's correct. There's a difference between exercising freedom of speech and instigating violence with words. And the man was simply exercising his freedom of speech. The officers know that. That's why they're releasing him.
listen, I'm trying to talk to you.
Bro, if we're done, we're done.
Can we just talk to you a minute?
I don't want to talk.
Okay.
I want to
Okay,
go about
so-
my way. I'll read this. I'll educate myself.
Okay.
I'll follow the rules.
So
But you came up on me extra hurt, and that's
No,
what this
that-
is all about.
it's not.
It is.
Listen.
You were hurt, and
Listen.
you came up on
Okay.
me.
Listen.
So I'm gonna
Let me
flex my
one
First
thing-
Amendment. I'm done.
Jeff,
Hold on.
your
Are you detaining me?
stop. Your vape.
about the vape
Your vape
That's
is on
all.
your trunk,
We're trying to tell you.
and your
that the law
gummies.
changed.
I
That's
didn't
it.
search for your gummies.
Okay.
You got to put them in the trunk before you leave the stop. That's it. That's all I was trying to tell you, so you don't drive off and your vape falls off, and I get blamed for that. That's it.
Okay. But you did come up on me hurt, and you. You're
See, that's fine.
exactly. Exactly. That's all this is.
Okay.
We're done. You need to learn
Okay.
context.
After the incident, the man made a complaint to the police officer's department, and only a month later, the police officer was fired from that department. That tells you how unlawful the traffic stop was. But in the next case, a female officer was caught transporting drugs for criminals.
So this is what I'm going to tell you. You're under arrest. Also under arrest for drug trafficking.
And her partners would arrest and publicly shame her for it.
I'm extremely appalled. I really am. Embarrassed us.
It starts when officers stopped a vehicle driven by a jail corrections officer who was secretly under investigation for giving drugs to inmates in the jail.
All right, why don't you hop on for me for a sec?
Okay.
I'm going to put you over by my car here.
Okay.
All right, you don't have anything you're not supposed to have? All right, I'm going to run my dog around here real quick.
Okay.
I'm just going to have you have a seat in my car for a second here.
Open air sniff.
50. Good boy. Positive on the vehicle.
So the canine sniff came out positive, and that gives the officer probable cause to search the vehicle for drugs.
Hang tight.
Okay.
Is there any reason the dog would alert on your vehicle?
It's a bottle of wine.
Police dogs don't alert for alcohol. They're trained better than that.
You can check it out.
It looks like your paperwork. It looks like it's just in the system.
Oh yeah, no. I
Anybody
don't
smoke weed in your car?
do anybody smoke weed in my car? So like, am I gonna get in trouble?
No. I'm just my dog's trained to smell marijuana.
Oh, okay. So I did have some marijuana.
Okay.
It was in my if you look in my glove box, not
Okay.
my glove box, my middle console part, but that's the only
Okay.
place it was. But
All right, because he alerted on your passenger side door.
oh, go ahead. You can look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get somebody else out here,
Uh-huh.
so I don't have to search by myself.
Okay.
And we'll just go through there. There's no weed in there now, is there?
Nope. It was just in my passenger
Okay.
side. Not it wasn't even in the passenger side. It was in the middle console part.
Okay. How long ago?
Probably like 2 days ago. It's
Okay, okay.
It's at the house.
Police dogs that are trained to detect narcotics can smell narcotics many days after they've been removed. They have an unbelievable sense of smell.
He alerted on the passenger side door. No. Looks like her driving stuff
It's cleared,
is clear. Yeah.
but we got probable cause because she.
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to go into any of that.
Yeah, is that plate expired too?
Yes, it is.
So you got probable cause
Yeah,
there too.
stop there for the plate. Yes.
Sorry, I didn't have a backup. I thought
Oh, you're
for some
fine.
reason I thought there was another backup. And
Um,
My load on.
Said there was weed in here 2 days ago. She admitted that there was weed in the center console 2 days ago.
I think they found the weed.
Bingo, there's our package. Yes, sir. Let's
should it-
get a picture.
should
Got
it-
the camera on, right?
Weed secure.
I got it.
All right, now hop out and turn around. Go park you, okay?
So she's under investigation for giving inmates drugs. And now she's stopped in uniform with drugs in her car. That's not good.
Okay, yeah, the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
All right. With that being said, there was more than weed. in there.
Oops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Not really, right?
Yeah, not really.
Yeah. So let's get. My name is Lieutenant Caraballo. Did you understand the right? I need you over here, please.
Yeah.
Did you understand the rights that you were read?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to tell you. You're under arrest. Okay. You're under arrest for conspiracy. You're also under arrest for drug trafficking, and you're also arrested for conveyance of illegal narcotics into our jail. Lieutenant with the Sheriff's Department, going on my 31st year. I started as a correction officer. I'm extremely appalled. I really am. All right. This is our house. I can't believe you've infiltrated our house like this. You've embarrassed us. You understand why I feel that way?
Yes.
Drugs inside a jail can trigger overdoses and violence. And when those things happen, people fault the correction officer's work ethic. So it's only frustrating for the correction officers to find that their own coworker of 3 years is ruining their reputation and making their jobs more difficult.
Okay, so I'm going to give you an opportunity because
I got.
you might have just made a bad decision.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think you've made several bad decisions recently. Because we've already talked to the inmates in there. All right. We've already arrested Javon's dad. All right. We arrested him last night. You're already aware of that though, because you talked to him. We already know you're aware of that. And we know you've been talking to your mom as well. Okay. We know you were getting paid. How much were you getting paid though?
Nothing.
Pardon me?
Nothing.
Nothing. No, that don't make no sense at all. Come on, please don't insult my intelligence. I've been investigating you for too long. All right? I already know the answer to the questions I'm asking you.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, she's definitely not risking her job and bringing drugs to the inmates for free. It appears the officers have been investigating her for a while and have all her messages, along with the information from the inmates themselves. So lying won't get her anywhere.
Please don't insult my intelligence like that. Okay? We're going to try it again. How much were you getting paid?
$500? Okay.
Thank you very much. That's exactly what my investigation indicates. Okay? The best thing you could do right now is tell me, cooperate. We seen the party at your house. All right? We know what's going on. We know who the runners are. We know who's working with you.
You said the party at my home?
Yeah. Your girl's house last night.
Yeah.
And the night before. You called off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were at the bar the night before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been watching you. We knew this was going on. You've been set up. Okay? So the best thing you can do is start working with me.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
How many times have you done this?
Just like my second time.
My job here is to rid the jail of overdoses.
Yes.
Okay? The resident population inside that jail depends on us for their safety.
So they've been getting overdoses in the jail. That's most likely why they started investigating who was bringing the drugs into the jail, only to discover it was her.
Tell me this. Why are you doing this?
Honestly, he threatened my family.
Threatened your family?
Threaten your family.
He grew up on 30th Project, so I know y'all just seen it all on the news. It was a young man that y'all said was like he the leader of the fellas, like the Heartless fellas.
Who?
His name is Leo Mullins. His name is Leo Mullins. He's down there in the feds. Him and his dad know everybody down there with my family. And I'm not a big family-oriented person, but like for my family, like I will go protect it. Like my cousins.
Why wouldn't you just quit?
I need the money. I'm me. Like I'm all I have. Like
You don't talk to anybody else?
no, I'm all I have. Like I'm literally scared. Like I didn't go to that. Nobody knew I was doing this. I was scared to go. It's like nothing in that job. Like you can't confine to nothing because it's going to get out.
So she's saying that she was giving drugs to inmates because she was being threatened to do it. It's not uncommon. That's a story we've heard a lot. The officers are not going to believe that because she's also getting paid. And also, she didn't try to report it to the law enforcement.
I
Let
couldn't
it
confine
go to IA.
that still get out. I'm not trying to be funny. Anytime anything happened with IA in that job or anything, if you talk to HR, IA, it gets out and it gets around that job. So like the last thing I need, and on that floor, it's not just him that know my family is. Either I do this or like something happened to my family that scared me, and there's nothing I know I'm in the wrong, but it's like I have to protect. Like I gotta protect my family.
Can I tell you something? I don't believe that. Okay? Again, 31 years.
I know.
All right?
Sir,
You're calling shots.
oh,
And
I'm calling shots.
you know what a wiretap is, right?
Mhm.
Okay. You refused to do it until
Whoa.
you got paid. You know, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
As I've said, the officers have access to the woman's conversations with the drug men. And apparently, she once refused to deliver the drugs until she got paid. If someone's threatening you, you don't refuse to do what they say because they haven't paid you. So that easily disproves her claim that she was coerced into doing it.
So let's rewind. Okay.
Okay. You saying I refused to do it until I got paid. So did you know that he sent chaos? That's what they call it.
Yeah, I know chaos.
Yeah. Do you know you don't know the other messages that was sent. Like, you know that was said on your thing, but like, you don't know the other messages that was sent. That's so that sometimes when it comes to them pods, like, I was calling off. If you look on my call off thing, I was calling off certain days when I was getting to them pods, because what was getting back to me. Sir, I'm sitting here in handcuffs. I don't have no reason to lie. There's nothing I can say no more. Like, if I'm sitting here and I'm gonna tell you the truth and I'm gonna tell you what's going on, yes, I'm caught. Yes, I know what I did. Yes, I did. You asked me why I did it. I'm doing it I have to protect my family. They know literally.
Yeah, but you refused to do it.
Yes, I refused to do it until he sent chaos. He told chaos, because I believe chaos was the one who told him to ask me. He told chaos, and I told chaos no. They sent another inmate to me to ask me, Messiah Payne. I told him no.
Well, the officers didn't believe her story as expected, and she was eventually arrested and charged with drug trafficking. Committing crimes never ends well for anyone, and police officers are not exempt. My name's Bart, and I'm an ex-officer. And if you enjoyed this, please like the video, subscribe to get more, and watch the next one.